This video will cover the Accountable Students Enrolled and Demographics function of the OEAA Secure Site, which is accessed under the Student Assessments and Accountable Students and Test Verification menu. You will search for the Accountable Students Enrolled and Demographics by a test period and not a test cycle. The only two test periods that are reviewed for Accountable Students and Demographics are the Spring WEDA for English learners, also known as EL, in grades K through 12, and the Spring Test period, which includes students in grades 3 through 8, 11, and sometimes grade 12 if they were not previously included in accountability. Those students would be expected to take the M-STEP, SAT, PSAT for grade 8, or the MyAccess. Even though Michigan tests grades 9 and 10 based on the state law, they are not included in accountability and therefore are not included in this process at this time. There is information at the top of the page which includes important dates and deadlines for this process. This will change each year. After you have done your search, the Accountable Students Group tab will be the first to display. If you are a district level user and did not select a school, the list may contain more than one school. There is a section for page-specific instructions to help you through the process on each one of the tabs. The student data is pulled from the Michigan Student Data System, also known as MSDS. The student groups will display along with the number of students by grade level that is being counted in that group. There is a column for all grades and one for each grade that is in the school. You will notice that the numbers under the grade columns are links. If you click on that number, it will take you to the Accountable Students Enrolled Demographics page, filtered automatically by the student group and grade that you selected. This is an easy way to drill down to the students being included in the group. You can click the previous tab button at the bottom right to go back to the Accountable Student Groups list. You can do that for each student group and grade level if you wish. From this page, you can download or print the grid by clicking the Download or Print button at the bottom right. The download or print will contain the student groups and counts by grade level. This can be helpful to share the information with additional people who may not have access to the OEAA Secure Site to help verify the information. To see a full list of students, click either the Next tab at the bottom right or click on the Accountable Students Enrolled and Demographics tab at the top. Either one will take you to the same page. Now we have a full list of students enrolled in the school and their demographic information based on the student data in MSDS. I suggest you check and verify the following. Students enrolled on the OEAA posted as of date are listed. If they are not, an enrollment record needs to be submitted in the MSDS. Verify students that exited the school prior to the posted as of date are not listed. If they are, an exit record needs to be submitted in MSDS. Verify the student demographic information is correct. If it is not, then it needs to be updated in MSDS. Verify that students that are homeschooled or non-public school students that may take a class or two at the school are not listed. If they are, then the residency code in MSDS will need to be updated. Let's quickly go through the demographic information. EL stands for English Learner. The English Learner component is submitted by the district in the Michigan Student Data System. Once a student is identified as an English learner, the student will remain an English learner until the following school year after an EL exit date has been submitted in the MSDS. SE stands for Special Education. The Special Education component is submitted by the district in the MSDS. Students that have or will take the WEDA Alternate Access and MyAccess assessments must be identified as special education or the test will be invalidated. ED stands for economically disadvantaged. This is not a field in the MSDS, but is marked if the student is migrant, homeless, receives free and reduced lunch, or is submitted on a direct certification file in MSDS by the Department of Health and Human Services. Students will remain economically disadvantaged for the full school year. MS stands for migrant. This information is entered in the Michigan Migrant Educational Database, also known as MEDS, and then loaded into the MSDS. HL stands for homeless. This status is submitted by the school district in the MSDS. Once a student is identified as homeless, they remain homeless for the full school year. FC stands for foster care. This component is submitted by the Department of Health and Human Services in the MSDS. Once a student is identified as foster care, the student will remain identified as foster care for the full school year. MC stands for Military Connect. The school district identifies the student as Military Connect in the MSDS. Once the student is identified as Military Connect, the student remains identified as Military Connect for the full school year. Don't forget, when you are reviewing, you can use the filters at the top of each column. This will help you to customize the list any way you choose to make the reviewing process more manageable. To use the filters, type in the filter field what you would like it filtered by. Click the filter icon and select Contains or Starts With, whichever is more appropriate. To clear a filter, you can click on the filter icon at the top of the column and select No Filter. If you wish to clear all filters at once, you can click on the Clear Filters and Sorts button at the bottom right. Once you have reviewed the information and feel that you have completed the task, you can check it off by clicking in the Mark Accountable Students Enrolled and Demographics task as reviewed. Even after marking it completed, you can still review it and have the MSDS updated through the posted deadline. This checkoff is for the district and school's benefit only and is not used by OEAA. As always, if you have any questions about the Secure Site or state assessments, contact us at 877-560-8378 or email mde-oeaa@michigan.gov.